This is Andrew Scaglione. He also goes by Ryan. Being a Tampa, Florida native, he doesn't have any problem with Syracuse's above-average heat this summer. And being a former Marine, he doesn't have any problem with doing a little work either. But
the problem we've been having lately is that our neighbor, she likes to have her trees hanging over, and she refuses to trim her trees or bushes, anything. So not only is it the leaves, we get bugs too, but back on the leaves. You know, they're messing up our pool. It's a constant struggle. It's constant. And that's just one trash can full. We've got two out by the road right now, waiting to be picked up, and there's two more on the other side of the fence. And that's just from this summer.
What do you think about when all the leaves are in the pool?
I don't care.
On the warm days, especially this year being warm, we've been in the pool every day. So it adds to that because we're in the pool every day. So we got to clean the pool every day. We got to vacuum the pool every morning. You know, if we have a party or something like that, we got to make sure the pool's clean, and it usually is covered in leaves. And you got to sweep around the whole walkway because it's piled with leaves. And then when you empty the leaves out of the pool, now they're on the walkway, and it's just a bigger problem. So it's a very time-consuming problem that we have here.
And even though we just cleaned it earlier that day,
well, like even this, we can look just like right here. This is a constant thing that we've got to do. And then with the plant life comes the bugs that ride in on the leaves down to the floor, you know? That's from one day of leaves falling into the pool, and that's not even on a windy day. That's just dead stuff falling off the trees that's falling in and getting put into the filter. I mean, you can look down there and see how bad it looks, and that's through the whole pool. And look, cleaning this out, dump stuff back out into the pool, it's constant.
But some other issues aren't as easy to deal with as just emptying out the filter.
Money-wise, it cuts in. It's about $500, you know, a summer season, just for chemicals to keep it going. And, you know, that's not cheap. The economy ain't great these days. On top of that, man hours wise, it's you know, it's a constant thing. So it's constantly coming out. While you're in the pool, you got to get out because you got leaves hitting you in the face while you're swimming around. Nobody wants bugs hanging out in the pool with you, you know. Yeah, it's not even, it goes past the pool too. Her little vines and stuff are growing at will over the fence. It's a constant war with those guys. We've got to trim these back, you know, once a week, constantly. You know, it's growing through. We've got our own vines, but we keep ours managed. They're trimmed on our side of the fence. They're not growing into our side. I don't even know what this is. It's probably poison ivy or something. It could be bad for us.
Though it wasn't poison ivy, and it wasn't dangerous, Ryan exaggerates and uses his sense of humor to help him deal with the situation. And he's not the only one that finds it a little funny.
Yeah, well, we've talked to her before. We've also just gone ahead and started trimming the trees because as far as the law goes, as far as we know, if it's on our side of the fence, we can trim it. So we were doing that, and she's not that nice a person. She called the cops, and, you know, the cops had a chuckle because they didn't quite understand the reasoning behind her getting upset or calling the cops when her leaves are hanging over, her limbs and her trees are hanging over our side of the fence.
You know, why do you think she's not concerned with the trees being y'all's problem?
Because she's old and she doesn't care. She's definitely old, and she definitely doesn't care. I mean, come on. The lady calls the cops on us if the speakers are on in the car across the street. And get a banjo out here, maybe she'll appreciate that, but yeah.
And she's called the cops on other neighbors as well.
Yeah, it's everybody around her, all the way around. Like I said, she called the cops on the people behind her for watering her fence. They were watering their plants that they got growing back there, and she called the cops on them, and the cops came out and couldn't charge them with anything. They were watering a fence. But they're watering their plants, and the water's going through their fence, and she's got a clothesline back there, supposedly, so she got mad that we were, actually, it wasn't even us, people behind us, she got mad that they were watering their plants because it was wetting her clothes or whatever. She was hanging out there, you know, get with the times, buy a dryer, you know, that's what I say.
Good point. And here's what he had to say about why she acts that way.
I just think she's an ornery old bat. That's honest. Honestly, that's what it is. She stays inside, she huddles with her cats at night, you know. There's nothing you can do for that, you know. She's gonna have to I don't know, we can't make her move. She's tried to make us move. The cops have, but we're owners, so that she can't make us move. The best thing for her to do would be to die, but we can't force that on her either. I guess it's just something we have to live with until we can find a way to make a public notice, something that the city itself or the village takes care of. And you know, let's face it, the village of East Syracuse isn't quick to get on anything, you know. But I don't know, it's just nothing we can really do. We try to be nice. There's no being nice with her. There's no reasoning with her. She's just something we gotta live with, I guess.
With all jokes aside, though, Ryan offers his advice for people in other communities that a situation such as this could branch out into.
It makes it a little easier if the person you talk to that's got the trees hanging over the side, or causing the problems anyways, is more understanding it. We're just trying to cut the limbs down on our side of the fence. It's not a big deal. You know, it's just our side of the fence. And even on her side, it would be easier for her if it's your yard, your trees, you know they're causing problems. You obviously know it's a problem. Get a trimming company, or even ask the people, hey, it's okay, or tell them it's okay to freaking lean a fence or lean a ladder against your tree or something so they can cut it down. And then it's simple, you don't got to worry about it anymore.